The Story Keepers, Starlight Escape by Brian Brown and Andrew Melrose. Chapter 5. Empty-handed. Back in Rome, the evil Emperor Nero was quietly pondering in the private chamber of his palace. He was looking up at the moon. Perfect. It is simply perfect. "Oh, yes, Caesar," repeated Snivellus Grovelus, Nero's chief groveler. "It is perfect indeed." Snivellus, who was at the other side of the room, had absolutely no idea what Nero was talking about, but he knew he had to agree. "Yes, a full moon is just what we need." "Yes, Caesar, absolutely, Caesar. I couldn't agree more. A full moon, what better? There's nothing better than a full moon." Did you say need?" "May I ask what for, Caesar?" inquired Snivellus cautiously. Nero raised his eyes in disbelief. "For rounding up Christians, you stupid groveling little toad," he blurted. "Even Christians can't sneak around in the dark when there's no darkness." "How observant and how right Caesar is," wheedled Snivellus, now realizing what Nero was referring to. "It is a perfect moon for Christian catching." "Yes," Nero grinned. "Well done, Snivellus. Christian catching. I like that." Snivellus positively glowed in this faint praise. "And out catching Christians are my special, crack crew of Christian catchers, trained by my own hand. They will not let us down." A special team?" queried Snivellus. "Is it a platoon of men?" "No, not a platoon," replied Caesar. "A garrison of soldiers, then?" "Not a garrison," Nero grinned, enjoying the guessing game. "An army of infantry, then?" "Wrong again. Keep trying." "Then it must be the elite Imperial Guard," added Snivellus confidently. "Pooh! Elite Imperial Guard, indeed. Those ninnies couldn't catch a cold." "No? What am I saying? Of course not. What a silly question it was." Snivellus winced. "Silly indeed. But you still can't guess," said Nero. "Well, that is because your eminence, in his ever-intelligent wisdom, has chosen to keep his crack team a secret. And so he should too. Caesars need to have secrets. It is secrets that make them great. Caesar's Christian catchers should be the best kept secret in the whole of Rome." Nero was still a little miffed that Snivellus wasn't going to guess anymore. "Well," he said, "I am great, and I suppose I should have some secrets. But what is the point of having great ideas if you can't tell anyone how great you are for thinking them up?" Snivellus was just about to turn his mind to this puzzle when Stauticus, the fattest soldier in the whole Roman army, entered the room. As he walked, his whole body wobbled. "Hail Caesar!" he bellowed. "What do you want?" Caesar barked back. "If it is more rations, the answer is no." "Oh," said Stauticus, letting the thought of food distract him from the message for just a second. "Hail Caesar!" he repeated. "You already said that. What do you want?" "You know, Stauticus, you are such a buffoon. I have a mind to feed you to the lions, and a hefty feast you would be too." Stauticus gulped and smiled weakly. The 3 horsemen have returned." As Stauticus spoke, the horsemen who had chased Milo's wagon on the road to Ostia were tying up their horses in the imperial stable. "Then why didn't you say so, you dolt?" "It's lucky for you. My horsemen will no doubt have many Christians for the lions to eat. It would be a shame to spoil their appetite." A smile returned to Stauticus' face. I'll just send them in, shall I?" he gulped. "Of course, you fat fool." As the 3 horsemen entered the room, Nero turned to Snivellus and said, "Shut your eyes. As you have already suggested, these men need to be kept secret." Snivellus was upset, but he did as he was told. Then Nero turned to the 3 horsemen. "Gentlemen, how nice it is to be dealing with men as able as you. I always say you equestrian types are a breed apart. Such wise men. Do I not, Snivellus?" Snivellus still had his eyes closed, as he longed to take a peep, but didn't dare. "Oh, yes, Caesar, always Caesar. Why, only the other day you said—" "Oh, shut up," Snivellus retorted Nero, before returning again to the horsemen. So tell me, gentlemen, how many Christians did you bag? 20? The horseman hesitated. 30 then, said Nero eagerly. 40? Is it 40? Oh, tell me. I can't bear the suspense. The horsemen glanced at each other anxiously. Well, none. None! None! Exploded Nero. What do you mean, none? Fools. I am surrounded by fools and nincompoops. How can you come back here and say none? Crack Christian catchers indeed. One of the horsemen stepped forward bravely. We were outmaneuvered. They are employing some very smart people to help them escape. But don't worry, sir. We chased them into the wilderness. They are still out there, and wolves will get them. Wolves? Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. But what about my hungry lions? Stouticus? Now where has he gone? Stouticus had seen the sense of leaving long before the horsemen had the chance to tell their news. Phew, he said out loud. That was a close one. I love to eat dinner, but don't want to be it. Perhaps Nihilus or Tacticus would have some work for me. Out of town, perhaps. Then again, maybe I will just go down to the kitchen and see if there's any little scraps. Lunch was ages ago, and it is a long wait until dinner time. Stouticus kept talking to himself as he waddled as far away from Nero as possible.